Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for, this is your bonus love reading for November 2021. This deck isn't cooperating at the moment, Aquarius, so let's see what we have going on for you here. Aquarius, very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to show you in just a second, but you have this never-ending story card. It's like, obviously, I feel like something needs to come to an end. Kind of looks like, to me, something is coming to an end as well. You know, I mean, this is a very simple reading. I already know exactly where this is going, Aquarius. For a lot of you, this is about, like, what you deserve, or what you think you deserve in a lot of ways. So I feel like you need to realize that you deserve more than you are currently getting. For some of you, it's almost like I get this feeling of being stuck in a situation. I feel like I always say this to you, Aquarius. I don't know. Where it's like you could be feeling like you're stuck in a never-ending story. It's like I feel like you've tried and tried and tried. And like this lady here, she has been trying, and I literally just fixed the focus on this camera, and it refuses to focus. So, sorry, Aquarius, I don't know what's going on. It's like Mercury retrograde all over again. But anyway, this lady here on this card, it's like she is stuck in this never-ending cycle of the camera not focusing, right? She's trying to figure out why her camera won't focus and all this other stuff. But in the real world, it's like she is like, why am I stuck in this situation? Why am I stuck in a situation I don't want to be in my life? In your first row here, you have the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Page of Cups down here as well. For a lot of you, I feel like this Queen of Wands, it's like you're the, I think third or fourth sign, it's crazy, that has had the Queen of Wands in the first position. Queen of Wands is a good energy to be entering into a reading as, you know, it's like this first position here, I see as the position that you are entering the reading into, you know, if that makes sense. And, you know, it's a card of being very attractive, being very bold, being very assertive, attracting people into your life. You also have the Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is quick success, and it's a very social energy as well. So again, if you're looking for love, I feel that this is saying that you know, being social or socializing could lead to love in your life, obviously. But I feel like this is more than that. Again, you have this never-ending story card, and it's like something needs to come to an end. I feel like a decision needs to be made. Again, you have this King of Cups here and the Page of Cups here. I feel for some of you, it's like there could be a person, you know, this could be two people, both of those cards. I'm almost getting that the Page of Cups is more of like an immature energy, and obviously the King of Cups would be a more mature energy. I also feel that for some of you, you could be dealing with a person from the past, Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups, we're going to talk about that in a minute. It's your center card. But the Six of Cups could be saying that you're dealing with a person from your past and you're dealing with a new person. I don't quite know yet. We're going to have to dig into this and see. But I feel like this reading is like encouraging you to move towards something new, basically, in your life. Whatever the case may be here, I feel like the Queen of Wands is the most important card here in your reading. I feel like it is not only asking you to be bold and to be assertive, but you also have this Royal You card, which we're going to talk about in just a second. That is a card of like Empress energy, but it's more than Empress energy. It's like needing to realize that your worth, needing to realize what you have to offer in a relationship, and needing to make sure that you're not settling for less here, Aquarius. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Justice card here. So again, equal give and take. It's like, here's the thing with the Justice card. Justice asks us to take a very like neutral approach to life, because both of these pillars, it's not going to focus, Aquarius, which is going to drive me nuts. Oh, it focused. Both pillars are gray on this card. Gray is a neutral color. It asks us to take like a neutral look at something that we're dealing with. But Justice has these two things here, this balance that the Justice person is holding there, and it kind of says like, are you putting too much into relationships? Are you really, the feeling I get here, Aquarius, is that in the past, some of you have been putting energy into something that isn't even a relationship. So it's like, it could be like a situationship or something, very imbalanced energy. And I feel that's asking you to take like a cold, hard look at like what you put in and what you get back. With the King of Cups, you have the Fool. It's almost like asking you to take a leap of faith towards the King of Cups here, I feel. If you have a King of Cups type of person in your life, I feel like it would be a good option for you as far as love is concerned. I do feel like this is a person who is interested in you, the King of Cups. Could be a water sign. I really don't think it has to be. I feel like King of Cups is more talking about this person's traits, like how they present themselves. And I feel like it's how they are as well. The King of Cups isn't necessarily like a poser, right? The King of Cups is very emotionally stable, very emotionally, very, has great depth of emotion, but doesn't necessarily display his emotions. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you're dealing with. It could be any gender. I don't attach gender to my cards, but I'm just saying, this type of energy in a person, they might not display their emotions, but at the same time, they have great emotional depth. They have very good emotional control as well. I do feel sometimes that King of Cups can come off as having no emotion, but that's actually not true. They just have very, very good control over their emotions, and that's like the type of person you could be attracting. Yeah, look at this. And with the Page of Cups here, you have the Knight of Swords. Running away energy, getting away energy, and this is going to drive me nuts today, Aquarius. But anyway, running away energy, hasty energy, not the best energy here. Someone who makes bad decisions here. So I feel like this Page of Cups is like an immature energy. And I'm not saying this is a bad person. Again, I think someone can be immature and they're just maybe not like we think of it, like not making immature jokes. I'm just talking more of they just haven't matured to a certain point in life. So, this could be you dealing with a person who just like can't handle things is kind of the feeling I get. I get this feeling of more like anger. It's like you could be dealing with a person. Could be an air sign I'm getting here. Could be another air sign for some of you. Could be someone who has water in their chart as well, obviously. But I feel like they just don't know how to like express their, they don't know how to express their emotions. I feel like they lash out and things like that. So I feel like that's what you're dealing with in the past. Next, you have this Royal You card here. I immediately got that this has to do with your self-worth here, Aquarius. I feel like it's talking about kind of like how you see yourself and all that other stuff. I give up today. But anyway, I feel like this is how you see yourself. I feel like this is talking about how you need to kind of like present yourself as well. It's almost like sometimes I think maybe we have a past relationship and we kind of like attach ourselves to it as far as our identity is concerned. So what do I mean by that? It's like if you were like married to a person for a certain amount of time, it's like that might be what you think you can get, right? And kind of like how this is how I'm seeing this in my head. I feel like this is like saying there's like a much better type of person that you can get. It's like you are no longer attached to that old identity, right? But like I feel like this is going to require some deep work for some of you here. This is not a bad thing, but it's something that I feel like you need to think about. Sometimes I think maybe people can be good for us and we run away because, again, we're attached to like over here. This is how I'm seeing it in my head. It's like I feel like you're attached to something over here when you should be like over here, right? On the complete other side. You should be attaching yourself to something that is much more significant. And for some of you, it's like maybe here, I'm just going to show you. You have the Nine of Swords here, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Cups here. I kind of get the feeling that this is like fears that are kind of popping up, and these fears are affecting your love life in some way. Maybe you feel like people are going to run away from you. Maybe you feel like people are going to do X, Y, and Z to you. But again, I feel like this type of person over here, yes, they will run away. They will, maybe treat you poorly or whatever. But over here, there's like something much better. That's the best way I can describe your reading. I feel like you need to realize that your energy is over here. All you have to do is like, I feel like you just have to come to this side, if that makes sense, Aquarius. Stupidest example ever, right? But I feel like some of you, it's kind of like about raising your vibration. It's like you're already there. You don't even need to raise your vibration. I feel like it's more just mentally realizing that you're at a higher level, right? Needing to realize that you have moved past this past energy and your new energy is actually over here. So that's enough of that. But you have the Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, and the Five of Cups. I do feel like for some of you, there could be regrets about the past. Some of you could be thinking about a person from the past, or vice versa. It could be, you could be dealing with a person who's thinking about you from the past. Could be bringing up some nightmares as well here, Aquarius. I'm not really exactly sure why this is important, so let's see. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles, holding on too tightly to something, right? Person from the past here. Four of Pentacles is about needing to open up to something new. I really feel this is like a pretty deep reading, actually, because I feel that what is changing here is like the way that you see yourself here, Aquarius. It's like, it's almost like your mental image of yourself. I feel like I said this to you recently, too, in like one of your weekly readings or something more recently, maybe. I think I was saying something about how it's almost like the feeling I get from your readings is like the mental image of yourself is changing. Super powerful, because it's like when we see ourselves, when we truly see ourselves differently, that's where we can make these amazing, amazing changes in our lives. There are books about this, like Psycho-Cybernetics. If you've never read that book, definitely, like, probably my top one most important book to read, period. Plain and simple, right? So read it if you haven't. But, it's like the whole point of that book is your mental image of yourself, like how you actually see yourself. And that's what's changing here. With the Six of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. I do feel like some of you have regrets from the past. I still don't know. We might have to pull an extra row because I'm not exactly sure why that's important. And with the Five of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles here. There's something about like where you're giving your energy here as well. Some of you, it's like this could be involving children, is kind of what I'm leaning towards. If we just look, you have the Six of Cups. You also have the Six of Swords here. I love two sixes, but we have children here on the Six of, sorry, let me switch back. We have children right here on the Six of Cups. We also have a child right here on the Six of Swords. So I kind of get this feeling that maybe some of you are dealing with children or have dealt with or have children, and it's like that could be getting in the way kind of new love, but I kind of feel like that's about to change here. The Six of Pentacles could say that you feel like something is getting in the way as well. It's like he's giving to one side, right? He is giving to one person, but he's not giving to the other there, Aquarius. So it's like there's some sort of needing to like balance out as far as your energy is concerned here, or like where you give your energy as well. I'm not calling you out here. I feel like I say this to you every single reading now, Aquarius, but in a lot of ways, I feel like it's you that is like, I feel like you are the one that's like trying to balance this out. This is not a bad thing. This is like, I feel like you're just trying to figure out like, where do I give my energy? I have all these you have responsibilities like everybody else. But maybe you're also trying to figure out, like, how can I also invest in love? How can I also have this thing over here? That's what you're trying to figure out. Next, you have this Sea Witch card. Love it. Again, like I said, I almost feel that you could be attracting a person like King of Cups type of energy here. They could be very intuitive. They could also have very deep emotions. She looks like she's very deep under the water here on this card, Aquarius. So I feel like you are attracting someone who has like a very deep, connection or whatever you want to call it. You have the Moon, the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles in this row. I kind of feel like for some of you, you could be attracting a Pisces here with the Moon card, but I kind of feel like this is the needing to get past a certain point. You can see that there are those two pillars there down the path on the Moon, and those two pillars are kind of like a warning. They are a reminder and a warning for the Fool on his journey to not get off the path. They say, just stay the course and you will reach the end. You will kind of have a victory. There are mountains in the background as well of the Moon card, and mountains represent accomplishments. They represent kind of like reaching your highest potential, right? And this is in love for you here. So I feel like you need to ignore like the little voice in your head that says, that this is going to happen or that is going to happen. I kind of get this energy of like needing to make sure that you're not making assumptions in this last row. The Three of Pentacles is kind of more of a card of like evidence, right? It's like he can do a good job. It's a card of high quality work, the Three of Pentacles, and whatever. He does the whole point of the Three of Pentacles is that he represents quality work or, doing a quality job. So he does a really good job at the things that he does. He's completed this to a high degree of accuracy. He has put those Three Pentacles up there, and those people are looking at plans, and like he's done the job. He's done a great job. It's a card of quality work. But there's something missing. There's like a water triangle right below the Three Pentacles up at the top. They represent a fire triangle, and right below it is a water triangle. A water triangle kind of like says there's like a little bit something more that you want to get out of a situation. It's like maybe you always get into a relationship, it leads to a breakup, but you never get married. The Three of Pentacles would just be like that something extra, that just like a little bit more that you want to get out of something. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's going to require you to push past your fears with the Moon card for you to get into like a solid relationship. With the Moon, you have the Chariot, victory. Definitely could be a water sign coming in for you, for those of you looking for love. The Chariot is a victory. Could also be involving travel for some of you. With the Six of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles. Could also be an Earth sign. It could be someone who has Earth in their chart, I feel. King of Pentacles is something very stable, something very predictable as well. And the King of Pentacles always reminds me of someone who's like trying to build a legacy. So which is a good thing. Again, if you're finding a new person, I would say that they're probably very focused on building or leaving a legacy, whatever that means to them. They could be building a business. They could just be wanting to, maybe they're trying to get a house or something like that. They're trying to get something permanent. That's how I think about the King of Pentacles. He's always looking to create more kind of security in his life for himself and his family, and you could be attracting a person like that. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Devil here. Could be someone with Capricorn in their chart. Could be a Capricorn that you're attracting into your life. I kind of feel that this is more like the person from the past. Even if we look at this first diagonal right here, we have the Justice card, the Five of Cups, and the Devil here. Again, I get more of like an imbalance of energy because of the Six of Pentacles that's showing up over here with the Five of Cups. It could say that a person from the past, or maybe a person that you have been dealing with, it's like there's some sort of equal give and take. There's a lack of balance, whether it's you or them or both of you not giving how you should, right? It takes two to tango. So, it could be both people in a situation. Could also be a past situation, that you're moving away from, but maybe you feel like there is, I kind of get this feeling. It's hard for me to describe this situation here, Aquarius. It's like at the beginning of your reading, I felt like there was someone almost interfering in future relationships. I can't really, I don't know if that's a child, and that sounds terrible. I don't mean that like your children are ruining your relationships, but I'm just saying, it's like it is difficult, I think, if you have children to be dating, right? But it's not impossible, that's for sure. What I would also say is I'm wondering if this is a person from the past, because we have this Justice card right here at the top. The Justice card, Nine of Swords, Chariot. This could be like a divorce or a separation that needs to happen so you can escape from that never-ending story, right? And move towards something new. But overall, a pretty good energy here. I feel like the most important thing here for you for love is focusing on your mental image of yourself. Some of you, maybe you feel like there are certain things that are preventing you from having love because of how you see yourself. I feel like that needs to change. You need to change your, how you see yourself, basically. And that's what I would do here. A lot of people always ask me, how do I change my mental image of myself? I'm always like, hypnosis is a great option. Affirmations are a great option as well. Affirmations you have to stick to, though, is what I'm going to say to you, Aquarius. If you're going to be writing down affirmations, you have to do it for an extended period of time. And again, affirmations definitely work. I've totally changed my life with affirmations, period. Writing them down like multiple times a day. But again, it's something you have to stick with. And you're going to have to keep doing it. You might not see evidence right away. The problem is, I think another one, I just said this in another video, Marissa Peers, she says you have to tell yourself, I am enough, every single day. I have sticky notes all over my house, right, that say, I am enough. So you need to tell yourself that, brainwash yourself. But like she says, and, like I say as well, it's like you're not going to believe it at first. That's a problem. So that's why it takes time. Because if you're telling yourself, I am enough, but your mental image is of not being enough, then you're not going to believe it. Your brain's going to be like, no, you're not, stupid, or something like that, right? It's going to say some sort of bad word in your head. So you have to say it over and over and over and over again. You have to write down your affirmations over and over and over again. But if you do it, then eventually you'll start to believe it. And because you already are, whatever this is. But again, I do see that as the most important thing here. But looks pretty good. I definitely feel for those of you that want love, it's available to you. Again, someone very emotionally stable, hardworking. Definitely, I feel like I get family vibes here. Doesn't matter what gender you're trying to attract. I just feel like the person that you could be attracting here, I think they're very focused on having a family. That doesn't mean you have to have a family, but I'm just saying, I feel like that's the type of person you could be attracting. So that's that, Aquarius. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.